Man, this cemetery is creepy.
Don't I know it?
What are we doing here anyway?
It's an experiment. See, in Interplay's recent release, Frankenstein, Through the Eyes of the Monster, Tim Curry plays the Mad Doctor while you get to play the creature.
What does that have to do with the price of tea in China?
Well, the game made Raising the Dead look so easy, we thought we'd give it a shot ourselves.
I ain't messing with that.
Quiet! Here, a shovel for you and one for me. Start digging.
So what's the deal with this game anyway?
Well, it's very pretty.
I'll say.
It really wants to be missed, and it certainly holds its own in the graphics department.
What about the gameplay?
Well, honestly, it falls short in that area.
Hey, I think I hit something.
Shh! Keep it down, will you? Do you want to bring every cop in the world down on us?
Oh, I'm not afraid of them. Hey, cop, look at me. I'm Jeffrey Dahmer. Ouch! You kicked me.
Shut up and help me get this thing into the back of the wagon. Phew! Safe and sound back at IE Labs.
So what's the story behind this game anyway?
It's not quite the Mary Shelley original. In fact, the only things they have in common are the main character and the fact that this story is about resurrection. As I mentioned, Tim Curry does the honors as Dr. Frankenstein, who is more than a little off the wall. Curry never quite gets to the point where I'd say he was chewing the scenery, but the writing is often surreal.
You can stand, and you're walking. No residual dizziness? Excellent. Can you hear me? Anything? Perhaps you can read lips. No. You must be able to hear. Perhaps the cat's got your tongue. You've no idea how close to the truth that statement is.
Weird. So how are we going to bring Dead Boy here back to life?
The same way Frankenstein restores you in the game. This version of the classic story includes a wide range of subplots, including a conspiracy between Frankenstein and the local judge that resulted in the end of your previous life, and the use of a new element called Lifestone to restore the dead to life.
Oh, yes. That is the reason you and I are having this conversation, Philip. The sole reason is because of Energy L. Well, to be specific, Energy L and the Lifestone crystal, of course. Now, gently put it back on the shelf.
After your revival, you walk around the castle seeking clues to your existence and detailed information about the experiments Frankenstein has been conducting. Along the way, you gather tools to conduct a few experiments of your own. Here, plug this conduit into that outlet there.
What are we doing?
Well, I don't feel like waiting for a lightning storm, so I'm going to pull off the heat sinks off a room full of Pentium 133s and use the surplus heat to run a steam turbine. Here, wrap this wire around that terminal over there, then wrap the other one.
Yeah, I got it.
Wait, don't touch them both once. Shouldn't you go to the emergency room?
I will, but I've got to wait for my primary care physician to finish the back 9 so I can get a referral.
That's totally non-cool.
Yeah, HMOs suck. Meanwhile, why don't you tell me why you hate this game so much?
I didn't say I hated it, it's just that the gameplay doesn't hold a candle to Myst, and it should. Some of the puzzles in the game are fiendishly hard, while others are laughably easy, and all of them are spread entirely too thin. There's a lot of empty corridors to wander, looking for things to do, and that's what I found myself doing the bulk of the time. Wandering. While you're waiting, can you pull that chain there? Thanks.
It is an extremely gorgeous game.
That it is. The folks at Amazing Media really have their act together when it comes to 3D rendered art. The lighting effects in particular are stunning. Unfortunately, that's about what the game feels like. Overall, a game that was designed by artists. They even made the classic game design blunder.
What, never get involved in a land war in Asia?
No, don't have things happen in the game without obvious cause and effect. There are a couple of places where the doors that are locked at the beginning of the game spontaneously unlock due to you completing some task. There's no way for you to clue into this, however, except by exploring and trying every single door over and over. It's frustrating.
Come on, can't you forgive them the weak gameplay? Doesn't the game work on the strength of its graphics alone?
You know, you really should put some Bactine on that, or get a skin graft or something.
Answer the question.
Okay, no. The visuals are almost enough to justify buying this game just so you can walk around and gape at them. However, they dropped the ball here too. There are a few places where slavish devotion to a first-person perspective ruins the effect. Some things happen off-screen so you hear them but you see nothing. Or worse, in the case where you eat something bad and do a little resurrection trick of your own, you hear it while watching a totally black screen.
Actually, I know what you mean. I found navigating the castle disorienting, especially in the hedge maze and the various catacombs. I mean, here you are in the maze, then you advance one step and voila!
What was that? So overall, I'd say this is a game to get if you're mostly a fan of stunning photorealistic 3D graphics. If you like good puzzle games, stay away. Okay, we're set. Now, pull that lever.
Man, what a stench! What is this thing anyway? It's too big to be a person.
Dunno, didn't catch the name on the headstone.
He's alive! Alive!
Cut it out.
Throg no like death. Better play deathmatch. You, deathmatch with Throg.